Now let's welcome in Tyler Adams, Josh Sargent, Gio Reyna. I appreciate Tyler Adams and Josh Sargent going to the press conference rooms, is making this formal. Gio, I just want to make sure, are you in the basement? Where are you right now with that background?
No, I'm here at Dortmund, but we keep it simple. We do straightforward, so.
Yeah, well, when you turn 18, you can actually live with the normal common folk.
Yeah.
I've got some real serious questions off the top for all three of you. First and foremost, who speaks the better German? I'd have to say it's you, Tyler, isn't it?
I would hope so. I think Josh has probably been here the longest, but I know he probably doesn't work too hard at that. So I'm gonna have to say myself.
Gio, your experience with German? How many times have you spit on any of your teammates?
I mean, we have a lot of foreigners here, so the main language is kind of English. But yeah, I try to speak as much as I can. I understand a little bit, so I'm learning.
Josh, your favorite word in German, what is it? That we can say on live television.
Tiefe Läufe.
What was it?
Tiefe Läufe. I hear it the most.
I have to tell you, Tyler and Gio, doesn't it just come out of his voice? It just comes out of his mouth like perfect, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's so natural.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
what can I say?
attackers hear that all the time, so.
Another hard-hitting question for you guys. Josh, I'll start with you. Your favorite German food?
I think it's the most obvious thing. I would say schnitzel.
Yeah, it's the only thing, right? It has to be.
Pretty much.
Tyler, are you allowed to eat schnitzel, or are you guys still on those, special shakes in Leipzig?
No, we have schnitzel every now and then here. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I'll eat it.
So this is one for all three of you, and it's a little bit more serious. But if someone's watching this and saying they've never been to Germany and they could only go to one city, Tyler, I'll start with you. What would that city be in your mind?
Probably Berlin. Berlin's a good city. It's a big city. For a lot of foreigners, they fit in there quite easily because there's a lot of foreign restaurants. It's very diverse, nature, river, everything. So yeah, I'd probably say Berlin.
Gio, what about you?
I think the nicest one closest to me is probably Dusseldorf. It's a modern city. It's a big city. It's a lot of nice shopping. It's in nice areas, also along the river. So yeah, it's a nice area there. So Dusseldorf for sure.
Josh?
The closest, nicest city to us, I would say, is Hamburg. Of course, I like Bremen, but I would also say Berlin as well. I go there quite often with my girlfriend, so we have fun there.
First off, you're the only person to ever say Bremen.
Hey, it's a nice city. What can I say?
Bro, don't even.
Don't hate on my city. Come on.
You can't let that slide.
What is so funny? What is so funny about that? That I like it. I don't understand.
I'm happy you do.
Yeah, no, I'm happy you do because obviously, you live there. Josh, one stadium. If someone said they could only go to one stadium in Germany, I know what the answer is. The answer is Dortmund, but I'll allow you to say Bremen. Go ahead.
I'm not going to say Bremen on this one, even though I love it, of course. But I would say Dortmund, yeah.
Tyler?
Yeah, Dortmund or Bayern, yeah.
Gio, since you're staying in the basement of the stadium right now, would you agree with me?
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, obviously Dortmund. The fans are crazy. It's awesome there, so.
All right, so let's get into the fun stuff. Tyler, I'm going to start with you. You were on this show, Banter, in May, talking about your preferred position being number 6. Recently, over the weekend, you won man of the match, and yet you were playing in a 3-back in the middle. Is this an experiment with Nagelsmann, or is this something that we're actually going to see a little bit more in the future?
I don't know. It's definitely an interesting one. Our building out of the back, I was playing, like you said, in the middle of a 3 in the back, kind of to draw their striker out and find space for our other midfielders. But then defensively, I would play the 6, so to help with the counter pressing and winning the ball back. So, yeah, it was definitely interesting. I don't know if it was an experiment. I guess we'll wait till the weekend to see where I play.
Josh, what about you? Recently, man of the match, you're coming into this. Werder Bremen's managers got high expectations for you, saying you're going to lead the attack. Just how are you dealing with those expectations, and how's the preseason been, even though it's been an abbreviated one?
Yeah, the preseason went very well. We won all of our games, and I was scoring goals, so I feel good right now. And yeah, I mean, I just got to keep doing the same thing I've been doing, just working hard, and I think everything will fall in place.
Gio, first off, it was your goal. Are we still like considering that Witsel scored this goal, or like it was your goal, correct, over the weekend?
I mean, I saw both sides of it, but I wanted to give him it, because he's older, and I think I'll score more goals in my career than he will. So, but I'll take a goal or assist. Either one works for me. So.
But in all seriousness, Gio, for you coming into this season, where are your expectations? What has the manager told you, and just where are you at heading into this season?
Yeah, I mean, last season I learned a lot, and I came in as a sub, and I started a few games towards the end of the season. And I started doing well, but I think the club and myself and the staff and all the players have, high expectations for myself this year. I started the first game of the season, and we have a lot of quality guys going forward. But yeah, I think if I keep on working, I can slowly work my way into the team and just try to help in any way possible.
Tyler, you look at last year, 1/3 of the goals that Leipzig scored came from Timo Werner. How do you replace that?
Yeah, I mean, he's the type of player that you can't necessarily replace perfectly. I think that everybody knows the responsibility in the team is going to have to be taken up a notch. We're going to have to continue to play for each other, but our philosophy in the Bundesliga speaks for itself. We're more of a team-oriented style of play than individual statistics. So we brought in a couple of players this year, and we're going to have to continue to work hard to give those players confidence and establish themselves. But we create a lot of chances, so the responsibility will have to be on everyone this year.
Josh, speaking of strikers, two of the world's best are in this league, and Erling Haaland and Robert Lewandowski. I guess twofold question for you. Do you watch those two and try to emulate anything? And if not, who do you watch to try to take little things from as playing as a striker?
Yeah, I mean, I like to watch these guys and see the little tendencies that they like to do and try to apply it in my own game. Obviously, they're doing something right, so I feel like I can take little things from them. And, yeah, at the same time, I want to play my own style as well and, yeah, score a lot of goals, hopefully.
Yeah, is there pressure, Josh, this year to score goals because of how big of a struggle it was last year for you guys as a team, less individually but more as a team, and how Bremen struggled?
Yeah, definitely. I think we definitely know what not to do now, and hopefully we definitely improve this season.
Gio, you've got the ball at your feet. You look up, Erling Haaland, 70 yards from goal. Safe to assume you're going to give him the ball no matter what, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I don't, I'm going to hear from him right after. So,
that's the sign of a good striker, Gio.
Yeah.
He's always open. But in all seriousness, what's that been like, training with him and training with your team? Because your team does have that tendency to look very dynamic going forward.
Yeah, we have a really good balance. So I think, we have a good balance of, playing short and, 1-2 touch and stuff like that. But, when we have to go, we can go. We have a lot of pace going forward. So, yeah, I think we have a really exciting and a fun team to watch this year. So, yeah.
Gio, I haven't heard you answer this question. What is your preferred position if you had a choice?
I think for me, it'd probably be number 10. That's where I've played most of my time at NYCFC in the youth and here also. So, yeah, but I can also play on the left. I can play on the right. I can even play as a false 9. So I think number 10 would probably be my favorite and best position.
I think this is an interesting one for all three of you. Josh, I'll start with you because Bayern Munich obviously is going for their 9th straight Bundesliga title. But if there was another team that every single time you go up against another club that you're like, God, this is going to be a struggle, who is that?
I mean, I would say obviously Dortmund is a very strong team. Also Leipzig, they're both good teams that everybody knows they're very dangerous. So definitely going into those games, we know we have to kind of step it up a notch.
Yeah, I appreciate the very political answer from Josh Sargent, who will be hosting a post conference after this interview.
What do you want me to say?
Tyler, who is that for you guys? Because I'm going to be asked over here 5,000 miles away, who's got a shot of trying to compete with Bayern Munich? Obviously, you guys do. Dortmund does. But Mönchengladbach, is there another team that you guys go up against that you're like, you know what, this is going to be a dogfight?
We have a lot of games that are dogfights. I think that a lot of teams that show up to play against us, considering how we play, they want to make it even more physical game than it's already going to be. I mean, you know, a lot of teams I think can compete for the title, like Josh said, Dortmund, ourselves, Gladbach. But two games that I would say are always difficult, especially away, are Freiburg and Augsburg. They're always like, I don't know what it is about those games, but they're so physical. There's so many tackles, yellow cards. Yeah, those are tough games.
Gio, what about you? What in your abbreviated time so far in Dortmund, what has stood out to you about another team other than Bayern Munich where you've sat there and said, "Whoa, this is a different level"?
I mean, to be fair, I mean, obviously Leipzig and the top teams, but Bremen, knocked us out of the cup last year, and we only won the second game by 2 goals. It was a tough game, and I think they tied last year too. So, but I think another one that always stands out the way they play is Leverkusen. They have a really good coach, I think, and losing Kai Havertz might be big for them, but still they have a lot of good players, and every time we play them, it's always tough. It's always a tight game, and yeah, they have a lot of quality. So I'd say them.
You scored
before I
against
let you
Bremen,
get.
right?
What'd you say, Tyler?
That was my first goal.
Gio scored against Bremen, though.
Chill, easy.
He's got the highlight. He's got the highlights for you, but there's no internet in the basement of Dortmund, so he's got to get out of the basement to send it to you.
Yeah.
Before I let you guys go, I'm just curious. Has anyone spoken with Weston since he's gone to Juventus? Should we Venmo him cash for a haircut? Like, do we have any idea what Weston's trying to do in Italy right now, Tyler?
I think Weston is trying to chill with Ronaldo right now. That's what he's trying to do. Trying to get as many pictures as possible.
Yeah, but he's also grown his hair out like his manager Pirlo. I'm like, which one
terrible.
is it, dude? Like, just pick
terrible.
one. Nah, Gio, Josh, Tyler, I appreciate you taking the time today. Best of luck throughout the season. I know we'll catch up with you here and there, but good luck, boys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.